Nithin, Seema, welcome to the pressure room.
Our best guy is some like tier 2 engineering college guy. Technologists, good technologists are like X-Men, and we are all mere mortals. Like I keep saying this, the reason Zerodha is because there was 12 years that went into the business before Zerodha started.
So we want to title your movie.
Yeah.
What should we call it?
Wow, you'll be good with the titles.
The book is Zero to Zerodha.
Super. What a journey, yeah. So if you were Prime Minister for a day, just a day, and you had one rule that you could change,
I would get rid of all the package stuff.
you wrote that piece about cancer. I was hooked, because I think you started with, I'm the fittest person I know.
Even when I said I have cancer to him, he joked about it. Like there was no, oh wow, sadness or, oh, what are we going to do now? Or, oh shit, like this is it.
This stroke happened, I think, January last year. And the first 3 months, I'd kind of, I'd almost thought that it's kind of come to an end. I thought that I'll retire.
Nithin, Seema, welcome to the pressure room. First, thank you so much for signing up in doing a crazy workout with me. So, well done, superstars. And the reason I'm saying well done is because very few people want to put themselves in an uncomfortable place and be completely transparent with the rest of the world. Because all those who are watching, please like, share, comment the pressure room. And yes, say a big thumbs up to these amazing two people for doing, I think, what was the toughest workout we've ever come up with. It's called Pain. Morning, what the hell? You're never late. Come.
Enter at your own risk.
And to their credit, this was their second workout of the day. So amazing. So I've got a little gift for you just to get this started. Can I get, yes, here you go. So by the way, this, by the way, hopefully that looks like you. Yeah, this is for you. This is for you to put on your desk. This.
Adnan, I think you got my nose wrong.
I got next one. Second Yeah, it's a humongous nose, by the way. I was just like, this is not Nithin's nose, but nonetheless. But thank you so much for being such great sports. You guys have seen a lot in life, right? Nathan and Maggie to Nithin and Seema, working in a call center, building a business, becoming the best that there is in India, and also going through highs and lows, and one of the things I think I do know about you is the fact that you've been very particular about being active for most of your life. I was speaking to Pratik a couple of weeks ago, and he mentioned that when you met him the first time in Delhi, you still had these bulging biceps and you were having, your fish and I think avocado or something, for lunch. The deal didn't happen, but he said, I remember the biceps, they were still humongous. So the idea behind the pressure room is to get a young India to talk about the importance of being active. And I thought nobody better than the two of you to talk about your personal journeys, right? How it's helped you become the people you are today. And so I'm just, gonna just ask you, Nithin, we start with you. And
by the way, that's she was Jenny, not Maggie.
Sorry about that.
Jenny Adams, so I was Nathan Hawke.
On the lines of
Nathan Hawke.
Super. What a journey, yeah.
So, but it almost seems like, like last weekend we were with some of my friends from call center, and it feels like the last, I don't know, 25 years has just flown by, So, I mean, the whole thing seems surreal, just the fact that we reach wherever we reach. And so it's been like a journey and a half, so.
And the highs and the lows, I mean, you personally went through a little bit of a setback physically 18 months ago, and yet you are here today working out with me, doing something completely crazy. How's that like?
No, I think.
How did you come out of it? Like, I mean, you are still becoming fitter and stronger, and I'm sure the strongest version of you is ahead of you. But
one of the mistakes I'd done was, even though I was working out throughout my life, some kind of physical activity, like some sport, some basketball, some football, or some like badminton, like there's always something. But the diet was completely wrong, because I used to binge, I used to drink, and etc. Now the last 3-4 years, the diet has improved, because I'm a little more conscious about what I consume. Hence, it's kind of showing up in the body, I guess. So, but this stroke happened, I think, January last year, and the first 3 months, essentially with Seema around, Nikhil was also in the house, and I'd kind of, I'd almost thought that it's kind of come to an end, So, in terms of my work, because I couldn't, all my skill sets have almost like relearned it, So in terms of my writing, in terms of my speaking, in terms of like playing the guitar and etc. So the relearning bit, I wasn't sure it's gonna be so fast. Like the first month, I thought that I'll retire, So, and I don't know. I guess that's the difference between some people, as in basically, the drive. Like I told you at the start, when you were working out, I allow her, because I was trying to come up with a reason for what if I allow her, because it's for giving direction to my life, So just like, so I started getting up and walking on the treadmill, maybe the second week, and so slowly it got back, So yeah, but it was like a journey and a half, So just being through the whole thing, So.
Do you think the mindset of being so active all your life sort of helped you?
For sure. I mean, it almost, as I look back, it almost felt like, like a football game, like you're down one goal and you need to come back up, and you have to work a little harder to come back up, that's exactly how it felt, So, yeah. And I think it's also, it's very hard for you to be positive with when you're in an ecosystem of negative people. Just that ecosystem around me, just having all the positive people like him, like Nikhil, like her, or I started coming back to work 2 months in, just people at work just being positive, and has made the whole the big difference is because of that. I don't know if I could have come back if I was kind of stuck in the middle of a negative bunch of people, So.
Yeah, and Seema, in your case, like you, by the way, for those who don't know, I think, initially I used to think that we met because you wrote that piece about cancer. You shared it, and we were not connected. Third connect on LinkedIn, and I think in like Nithin replied in 5 minutes, like he always does. And there is no AI version of him. He's the one, replying. We would have still met, either at a football game or watching sport or competing. We would have met somewhere or the other, because we're just three very cool people. We had to meet, right? But when you wrote that, and I'll tell you the first line, I was hooked, like, because I think you started with, "I'm the fittest person I know." And the way you wrote that whole piece was amazing, right? So your journey from then to now, I mean, how's that been? I mean, what made you, because I think you were again on the treadmill in the first 2 weeks. You put a picture also.
Yes. Firstly, the thoughts were mine, but then he wrote it for me. As he said, even when I said I have cancer to him, he joked about it. Like there was no, oh wow, like, sadness or, oh, what are we going to do now? Or, oh shit, like this is it. So just being around positive people who are going to, support you no matter what, joke about things, take it light, and be there for you. Yeah, because Nikhil, I mean, it was like as soon as I was diagnosed and these two just took charge, right? Like they were there with me always, like figuring out things for me. And yeah, so I think that's how I got out of it. And also, like, I never thought, because of these guys, I never thought that, something might go wrong, or this might be bad, or I might not live. Because the way these people were around me, like taking it so lightly and doing everything, even my mindset kind of like, oh, okay, this is something, okay, we'll get through this,
Amazing. And today, do you see the Seema of today versus the Seema of then? What's the difference?
See, I mean, I'm more motivated, I would say. But then the Seema of that also was motivated, kind of. But then I've realized that whatever I did in life, like when we talk about fitness, right? Throughout my life, I've prioritized fitness for different reasons. When you're young, you want to look a certain way, or your job demands it, you have to keep your weight in check and all. But now of course, it is, at the end of the day, you want to look a certain way, but then it's more about gaining your strength, becoming strong, being there to play with your son. My son is 10-year old, so he's so active, right? Like, so just getting the strength back, being your strongest self. That's the, yeah.
Have you guys thought about signing up for a competition as in a couples category? Or were you just too competitive?
Not really in a couples category.
Yeah, couples category we never have. But then he keeps pushing me, like he's telling me to do the high rocks, and I keep telling I can't. For him, no, you can do this. Come on, you can do. I can do everything in his.
Which is great. This is I think the only support you need.
Yes.
No, but in essence, a lot of these fitness competitions, like be it Yoda, be it your Devil Circuit, be it High Rocks, be it, I think, I know that she is strong enough to do all of this. So I would not say it just for the heck of saying it, So it's about on that day how much you push and what time, etc. But I mean, we are not really bothered about like your time and stuff, So it's so I guess she will do.
I mean, personally, I like to sign up for challenges, not for anything else, just for myself.
Yeah, like how we did Devil Circuit.
Yeah,
we knew you way before you, even knew us.
No, that's your humility, by the way, and that's another question I wanted to ask you. Like, how are you guys so grounded? Like, I read you put it on LinkedIn about your father-in-law losing his fingers running a store, and it's so much pride that I can say, like, I know these people, such amazing people. I mean, what is the thing that, you learned from your father, for example, that, you are so proud of today?
Discipline and never give up attitude, right? That man lost his fingers. He could have easily said, because he could have still continued with the army, But they said you won't be promoted, you will be in one position. But he didn't want to be like that. So he was like, I'm going to retire, I'm going to start something on my own. So just the drive, right? Like no matter what. Yeah, I mean, even without his fingers, he does all the shopping for the store. From day one till now, he does it. So the discipline, the drive that I've learned is from him.
And I think his sense of pride, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need to, he can just retire.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have retired 10 years ago.
Exactly.
So,
even now, he doesn't want to retire.
And in your circle of trust, right, from your mom, dad, your brother, I mean, who's the one person that you've learned the most?
no, I think my dad, because the humility, I think it's kind of, it has to be, you have to be born with it. I don't think, it's really something you learn through your life and your experiences. See, I think there's a quality, generally with people, you have to be born. My dad for sure, because throughout his life, he was a bank manager. He was a bank manager at Canara Bank, and throughout his life, he's always tried to help people out. And then all the while, all through my life, I've seen people being so grateful about him as him being the manager, and so I think that, see, the outcomes in this, in terms of what we have achieved, is kind of luck of the draw, so it really doesn't matter. But what does matter is, for me, I think it is how you behave with people and how you behave with the customer, etc. So that's far more important than eventual outcome that you have, because I feel a lot of people try to run behind outcome and kind of compromise on all of this, and but you have all of these things that you are doing. You do it right by the customer, you do right by your team, you do everything. I think your odds of getting lucky in life also improve significantly, because one of the concepts is, if you have more people wanting to get you lucky, I mean, the chance of you getting lucky increases. So it's about increasing the surface area of people who want to
Rooting for you.
Yeah. So and that's what happened with Zerodha also. Like, the first 6 or 7 years, the business was like maybe 60,000 people, but 60,000 people who were vouching for us, because of the way we treated, and then it suddenly grew into significantly large thing because of the market cycle, etc. So yeah, I think that bit essentially I picked it up from my dad, and my dad also had tried a few businesses throughout his life, but he tried real estate in '96 before the real estate like a bust that happened in India. I mean, there was a big bust that happened. He got caught in that. I think with us, with Zerodha, the thing we got lucky is we had the right philosophies, we met the right people by chance, and everything came into place at the same time.
How did you hire the first, amazing crew, right? That was it as a football match? Or
no. I mean, it's not. So basically, the 5 of us, we were working. I was a sub-broker for Reliance Money, and we were working. So Venu, Hanan, me, Nikhil, Samir, and Karthik, used to come by the side, and we started off, with the business, and then slowly the hiring happened. Very slowly, is just basically, we hired people when anything was really required. Around 2013, we realized that we can't keep building a business, on vendor-based products, because until then we were everything was vendor-powered. Luckily for us, Kailash K, happened then.
Walked into the office.
Yeah, I mean, as in one of the things which I've done for a very long time is I keep saying this, but in this technology first world, good technologists are like X-Men, and we are all mere mortals. If you can't be a technologist, you need to do whatever to be close to a X-Men, because the ones who were all right, who come across
super beings
are people who are close to them. Basically, I done a bunch of investments because I didn't understand anything about technology, and basically saying, you take some money and let me be your friend, so like that. K's first startup was called Sensible, and we had decided to invest into the business, and yeah, so the startup didn't fly then. Eventually it started up again, but in the process, me and K hit off, so he came and joined. He slowly, with him around, his philosophy of hiring, and I've been more influenced by Kailash than anyone else in my life, so because this philosophy of asking, success at what cost, so all of those things have come through him. People ask me what business books you write, but I'd say he's like almost like my guru, so of sorts. So.
And I know you guys go on a yearly trip, the core group. So when you go on a core, you go on a holiday. Are you the one putting the schedule together? Boot camp in the morning, cycling now, swimming now, or how does that?
Me.
No, because I love that.
And then
no,
he will tell me,
okay.
And then I'll make sure it's all done.
So it's
if
mandatory for everyone.
Something is missing. He's like, it's not done. But he's the one planning everything.
But will you do that to get everyone to let's go cycling, let's go hiking?
Absolutely.
We
are planning something this weekend.
He's already missing treks.
So,
but these guys look forward to it now.
See the whole core team: Kailash, Nikhil, Venu, Hanan, Karthik. All of them, are fit, and all of them, they would love to come on a trek, as in all with the families, essentially,
one of the things that we made a big mistake in initially hiring. We started, donkey years ago as a business, slightly ahead of our time. Anyone would come, and I'm like the biggest sucker. He'll come and say, "Okay, tell me a bit about yourself outside of work," or "My dad's my hero and my mom's my weakness." Oh, hire the guy, And then you realize that they just know that I am such a softie that's it. But then quickly I realized that I want to know more about you in terms of, how active are you? Do you play sport? What sport do you play? So if you had, for example, I know Zerodha hires very few people. You had one position and you had one person who is like the amazing roadrunner, right. Dilip level, right? And you have one person who's played football. He played for ISL, etc. And he's built a business and he's, no longer playing, but he still plays recreational football. Now you say, okay, both are equally competent. Now, who am I going to hire and why?
It's very tough. It's very tough to say because, the context matters, what kind of job, and just based on, I don't know, just based on if it's a runner and it's a football player, it's very tough to hire. While you would say probably football player is better because he understands how to play with a team, etc. But usually, one of the things that I've seen is people don't bring the same attitude to work. While playing, they might have a different attitude to life and work and etc. But when they come to work, they probably bring a different attitude. So, but yeah, so I don't know.
Throw for dice.
Yeah, but In terms of hiring, I think one of the things, so we have what is called like the luxury of time, because we are not building our business with a quarter on quarter or a year on year kind of target. And basically, I also, when I look at the financials, I'm looking at like a 3-year average, 3-year moving average, because it removes all the volatility in terms of, because our business is very choppy, in terms of revenue. And, if you look at every quarter on quarter, etc., growth and etc., the thing is, the thing is about trading, about running a business is, the more times you look at a data, the more you feel like acting on it. Like, you feel like this month the revenue is down, so I should do something. Like, but the whole point is not to do something because you're looking at very short-term data. So basically, by ensuring that I kind of take a smoothened out like a weighted average of 3 years, you basically ensure all those choppiness goes away.
But you need a sense of maturity to be able to hold back, I think.
No, as in, the thing is, it's like playing football, right? As in, you need to play to your strength. I know that because we don't have investors, etc., and because we have the luxury of time, I need to play to that strength. Like, what's the point if we start playing like the quarter on quarter thing everyone else plays, So in terms, what I was saying was, we have the luxury of time, and so we are very particular in terms of what we hire, whom we hire, and most of the people have risen from the ranks. People have joined as support agents, and then they've gone up. In terms of tech, like me and Kay were just recently talking, like our best guy is, I don't know, some like tier 2 engineering college guy, so it doesn't matter, so what Kay says is, when he is hiring for people, he basically, how can you be a good programmer if you don't have hobby projects, for example? Like, his thing is, he rates everyone joining by the hobby projects that they have. And so it's been good. At least till now, so all these philosophies.
You guys built, I think, Asia's biggest stockbroking company, if not one of the world's biggest. But is there anything non-financial that is destroying your sleep, making you wake up at night? Seema? I know you wake up very early. You sent me a text at 5 o'clock in the morning that, sorry, it was a D&D from 9 p.m. So
I sleep very well. But then, at the back of my mind, I continue. I have this thing going that we are not doing enough to help generally people. So, even though we are doing, but I feel like we are not doing enough. You can do more. That's the only thing kind of
troubling you.
Yeah, and also, I want to be more involved in these kind of things. Yeah, so.
Nithin, I know you. Sleep you're crazy about sleep. Right?
I'm struggling.
I'm doing the Andrew Huberman hot shower, and I'm doing this.
Right now my routine is, I do a sauna in the night. Then I do sauna. Then I do a hot shower. Then I take L-theanine, epigenin, inositol. So all this, whatever this Andrew Huberman sleeping stack. So I've been. The thing about my sleep is, I'm not worried about anything. It's not like it's any big worries of the business or anything like that. The thing with me is, when I'm about to sleep, I'm thinking I need to sleep well. I know the importance of sleep. So I know that I need to get 7-8 hours sleep every night. I go in all wired thinking I need to sleep, and and basically, all it's basically, I don't have like that the control on the mind to just say, just
Switch off.
switch off,
Yeah.
switch off. I mean, I tried the NSDR that you spoke about. It didn't help, so.
Someone told him to read a book. He did that. Why sleep is important. He got more stressed.
Oh my God! After that Matthew Walker's book is Why Sleep, or something like on sleep. It talks so much about the importance of sleep that I struggled for a month, to sleep. After that.
So is it because of caffeine during the day?
No. During the day, this is my last coffee.
Right.
So
It's only 11.
yeah. So. No, not caffeine. As in, and I'm also trying to do stuff like switch off all devices like an hour before sleep. It's basically I'm putting myself into too much of pressure in terms of
thinking
sleeping.
about it.
When I'm on holidays, sleep's so much better because you're not thinking about there's no routine as such. You have to sleep by 9, you have to get up 5 in the morning. So. I think this routine is really the problem. So.
No, I mean, and the reason I asked is because we've spoken so much about sleep, and I know the importance myself. But for some reason, I don't know if it happens with you or not. But no matter how late I sleep, I wake up at like 4:30. I'm up, and Seba's complaining you've not had enough sleep, and I'm like, I got to go out and play my football. But I think it's just a habit. Coming to both of you, right? So if this was a movie, Bangalore, girl and boy, they meet, get married, have a beautiful son, build a business, does really well, the highs and the lows. And where the whole movie is in 10 chapters. Which chapter are we in right now?
I mean, in terms of business, I don't know which chapter we are in, because a lot of people have come to me saying, why don't you write a book about Zerodha? But I'm like, it doesn't feel, you're there yet, because we have seen only the up right till now. Like last 15 years, if you see, generally the market has, is only gone up. And I think we basically need a down move, so like 1-2 years of market falling, and then what the business does then. While I know what we'll do, but I don't know what we'll actually do, when you're pushed to the edge kinds, So business wise, I think I don't think we're ready. I'm ready to write a book yet because of that. In terms of personally, I don't know.
It will depend on the age of our son. So maybe in between.
So we want to title your movie.
Yeah.
What should we call it?
Wow, he'll be good with the titles.
No, I mean, the book is Zero to Zerodha.
So the question was, when people come and say, I want to get India active, I believe in a strong India, and I've got this crazy protein bread, protein snack, protein water, or just I have an IP, or I'm trying to create a supplement. Is it important for you, for these guys, to look a particular type, to follow a particular lifestyle?
I mean, especially with Rainmatter Health, for sure, because there is no way we'll back anyone who doesn't walk the talk, So, and because anyone who is selling health food or, working out better and obstacle races, etc., I think it's a no-brainer to not expect guys to be fat and things like that.
So if you are planning on reaching out to Rainmatter Health, so please, find a partner gym, work out for 3 months, then only reach out. Otherwise, no matter how cool the product, it's not going anywhere. Right? It's a fair statement to make.
Absolutely.
No, but see, looks can be a little deceiving also sometimes, that I've learned through my yoga. You judge, you think, this guy looks a certain way, what will they be able to do? But then they do some amazing things. So sometimes maybe, looks is not everything.
Okay, endurance, flexibility, breath work, all of that will come handy. We will test you, right? So I'm saying we're part of the same family right now, right? Just coming back to India, and we're the youngest nation in the world. The number of millennials and Gen Zs are more here than anywhere else. Are you seeing through all the companies that you've partnered with, general interest in wanting to be stronger? Like, are the products being consumed more or people participating more? I mean, the
issue with participating, and we have spoken about it. So I think there is generally unwillingness to pay a ticket price and participate. There is willingness, but considering India's population, we should have like at least 10x more people running these competitions, be it Devil Circuit, be it marathons and etc. So wait here. But the thing is, one of the things that interesting is the last 2-3 years there has been some trend up. Like, you can see that people are picking up higher protein content, as in you can see it even in marketing and etc. advertising. Amul is probably putting milk with more proteins, and there is like Hilton is selling healthy food. And
yeah. Thank you, Manish and Hilton. Thank you. Yeah.
So I think there's a general sense awareness amongst people in terms of health, and I have a feeling it's a start of a multi-year run, because the thing, on the flip side, the other thing is, in essence, everything is available on your Swiggy or Zomato, etc. So it's a question, but I think generally, people are trending up.
You also mentioned, I think, in a recent LinkedIn post about how building a business is a 15-year journey. Yeah. That's a long time. Now, anyone who's in their 20s and thinking of building something, they don't, look at fitness. I'm not even saying fitness, just being active as a serious play, because in 15 years you could go from just being an average Joe to becoming an obese Joe, and not be in a position to pivot or change, because you need to have, that mental clarity. Do you think, playing sport, being active, physically allows you to be a little more quick with your thinking and the ability to take the punches, more than others?
I might be biased saying this, but I feel. but that said, there are so many businessmen or people founders, etc., who are overweight, obese, and they've done phenomenally well. Yeah. But generally, I feel the odds of you doing well increases if you're healthy. So because if you're healthy, you can take better decisions, is what I feel. But I might be biased, because, so because of what I've been, because of the journey, so, but yeah.
Seema, your perspective?
I don't think I can really comment on it, but maybe just think from the point of view, if you're healthy, you live longer. So whatever you're making, you'll be able to live longer to use that privilege.
Yeah, because a lot of people say that, I have enough time. When I turn 40, then I'll start investing in me, and I think it's a very risky bet, right? Because there are 10 other things that could go wrong, and for me, playing sport was always about having fun, and we spoke about this earlier, that the days you work out in the morning, both of you, you're in a better mood than the days that you don't, and I don't know how I can get this And that's the whole idea, by the way. We're doing this podcast to a young India to get them to understand that all you need is intent. And, we've had both of you come in, work out in a park with us for 25 minutes. And how was that experience, right? How are you feeling now? Or like endorphins released or not? And
yeah, the fun part was that we had a leg workout before that. So, and doing the burpee broad jump after the leg workout was a pain. But essentially, once you get into the mood of once you move your butt and you get active, you get into a flow of sorts, so.
And then you feel so much better at the end of it, once you're done. Also, what you mentioned about, just postponing, right? Like I'll hit 40, I'll do this. I hit 40 and I got cancer. He hit 40, he had a stroke. So you don't know,
what life has.
Yeah, you can't plan. You don't know what's happening. You can't say that, let me, I can do this after this. It's now.
We've spoken a lot about sleep, etc. How finicky is Nithin now on his food? Like his breakfast, his lunch, his dinner? Is he counting his micros and macros and calories?
Not really. In the sense, he understands, like, okay, this is it and stuff. But also, see, he loves food, right? Like, he loves food. One of the things I still remember, he told me, in our dating days that I want to reach a stage. He never said, I want to make this much money, that much money. He said, I want to reach a stage where in my life where when I'm ordering food, I don't want to look at the price of the food. Without looking at the price, I want to order. So now also he loves his food, but then he has portion control. He has, he's not too much into fried stuff, too much into dessert. So it's healthy and within control, but he's not obsessively. I think I am more obsessive than him. But he's not very obsessive about.
But after this food farmer, scared the living daylights out of me. Now every time I pick up something, I'm not wearing my glasses, I can't read the fine print. So
Oh no, that I don't think we consume any packaged food.
We don't.
Yeah.
So that's not required at all.
Yes.
So, because we have to look at the calorie, the macros, etc. That means it's something coming in packaged stuff.
Yeah.
And
in Bangalore, we rarely step out. Even friends, we call them home.
Right.
We have a good cook. We know what has been cooked. Everything is healthy, organic.
By the way, the breakfast in your place is amazing. I've had the good fortune of having that fried egg that he makes. Amazing chef, by the way. Yes, I forgot his name.
Money.
Money, if you're watching this, like, comment, share the pressure room.
But the thing she said, the only thing I splurge is on food. Every and I enjoy splurging on the food. Food is like, in essence, whenever we're traveling, we are going to some Michelin restaurants, and so food
dessert as well.
Yeah, dessert with that,
But he generally doesn't like something very sweet. His thing is dark chocolate, So it kind of balances.
And I think, one of the things that I've realized is we don't end up questioning the quality of the food that comes on your table. So I think more Indians should do that. Is not just trust like some milk that comes to your house or trust the vegetables that comes to your house. I think people have to question saying, how was this milk source, or how was this vegetable source, or how was this and through Rainmatter, basically we're trying to enable all of these things. So for example, Akshay Kalpa for milk, Two Brothers for everything organic, and like that. We are doing a bunch of investments around stuff where you can be sure that if someone's saying organic, it's organic.
Is organic.
I know, because I think in the previous podcast somewhere, I think you said that he's become a farmer Like, so do you actually go to the farm to source the milk?
No, he is literally more involved in what comes in the house in terms of fruits, vegetables, from where it comes, than me. He's become so obsessed with, it's coming from even the meat now. Everything is changed. Like meat also has to be organic, done the right way. So yeah.
No, so if you were Prime Minister for a day, just a day, and you had one rule that you could change in India, what would that be?
No, basically, I would get rid of all the packaged stuff. So, I mean, if there's one rule I could change, it would be that. Just get rid of biscuits and chips and etc. All noodles and whatever. Because anything that's packaged is inherently not good for you, because they have to package it in a way that they have to add preservatives and etc. So, that's one thing that I'll probably get rid of.
So, if there was one vice that you could change about him going 20 years back, not 20 years back, right? What would that be? So that, I mean, he's an amazing guy, but maybe he'd be an even super cool, more amazing person today.
Like he keeps saying, I don't think so. His experiences in life have made him the man he is right now. So I don't know if one thing changes. Maybe, eating that whole chicken at one setting, like a kilo of grilled chicken, maybe that. But
basically, it's crazy how much food binging we've done. So
not the good kind.
Yeah, but more than food, I'd say the alcohol. If there was something that I would have changed, it would be that. So basically, I would drink on the weekend till 4 a.m., 5 a.m., then go play basketball, and it's a disaster.
I was not around that time. So.
But then what happens to the poker game?
No, poker was not there. Back in 20 years back, there was no poker because there was no really money to play poker with.
Okay.
But I think me and Kailash, we keep talking about it. He is, he's been a teetotaler his life, and he started working out like a year and a half back. Working out as in actually like lifting weights and stuff. And my God, it's like the transformation is just crazy.
He's muscled up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What protein is he taking?
No protein, nothing. As in only like Mallu.
Nothing.
Only Mallu style food, so fish and etc. And he's just, his testosterone is probably like 700, 800 naturally.
Amazing.
Hey, but he has his own issues. That's what he says.
So, coming to the perfect, ideal holiday, right? Seema's planning it. It's a 3-day getaway. What would that be like? Still waking up at 5 in the morning?
Not 5. Not sleep-wise. No, we want to
sleep.
sleep.
But firstly, I don't think it's an ideal getaway if it's 3 days.
Yeah.
It
has to be longer.
It has to be at least 7 or 10 days.
All right. So you got 7 days. You got 7 days. And what would that day be like?
Yeah, I can give you a day in the...
Yeah.
So we wake up at whatever time. We hit the gym. If there is boxing and all, we'll end up with that. Cardio, weights, then cardio. Then we'll come back, we'll have breakfast. Then there will be in between, afternoon, there is a swim or some kind of a physical activity. Then there will be a light lunch. And after lunch, maybe relax a little. Then if it's a beach, then go hit the beach, swim, do all the water sports. Then have a good dinner.
Yeah, so basically, our holidays is not really holidays for us
in
terms of...
But you're doing what you love.
Yeah.
Yes.
On Rainmatter, are you always on LinkedIn? Is there anyone else replying on your behalf?
LinkedIn and Twitter, I'm managing.
How how many hands do you have? Like, you're replying. What does one need to do to get your attention?
Nothing. They just have to send an email or a message. Believe me, this guy is insane. Every email is answered. Every message is answered. Even before we as audience see it, it's answered.
No, but I don't really. When the emails come to me, I basically have like 30 seconds to understand, comprehend that. And if the person, can't pass on the message in 30 seconds, it's basically it goes into my read messages and that's it. So after that, you send emails over on top of it. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I for Rainmatter related emails now we've got a team. So.
But if someone they do write to you, should they send a PPT or they should just a?
I mean, whatever PPT is required, but the body of the email should be like crisp and just to the point. Like, what are you building and why do you need it? Whatever help you need. So, yeah, that'll probably get my attention.
So your philosophy of investing is very different than other funds, right? You are in it for the long game, and you're also, I think, in it for impact. What is it that you want to see in the founder that makes you feel comfortable that, this guy is not chasing, because a lot of people build a business, I want to retire by 30. I want to retire by 40, and it doesn't.
He wanted to retire by 30.
You wanted to retire by 30?
Yeah. His goal was to retire by 30, then 35. Right. Now I don't know.
Yeah, when I started, I used to have a poster put in my room. And the poster had this thing of like a Goa shack also, saying that you get all these things in life and then you go settle down by own a shack in Goa and
become a surfer
and essentially
sing. He wanted to sing.
Yeah, sing and guitar and etc. So yeah, unfortunately it's a pipe dream. I know that. So
if there was one song that you could claim is mine, like the lyrics are like, this is written by you.
Yeah.
What's that song and why? I mean, that one song.
Zindagi Kaisi Paheli. So yeah. No, I think it really it's all each and every verse, sentence of the song. It feels so close. That Zindagi Kaisi Paheli. I mean, it's just life is a mystery and yeah, that's the one song I'd say.
What I also thought of, but because I was chasing money more than anything else, and I failed miserably. And you said, Seema said that you also wanted to retire at 30. But if a founder came to you, said, I want to retire by 30 because I'll make my millions, is that a good thing or a bad thing, or like?
Absolutely bad thing. Because if you're building with an outcome in your mind, right, I don't think that's the right reason to build. No, you should. I think a founder. I mean, I don't like. I keep saying this. The reason Zerodha is because there is 12 years that went into the business before Zerodha started. Right. Like Zerodha is not like a 15-year-old business, but we are actually like maybe 25 years old because I had started, trading, etc. in the late 90s and 2000, early 2000. And so, so essentially, people have to make peace with the fact that, what they're building essentially is what they love to do. Like, you should, I think the odds of hitting it, getting lucky, etc., improve significantly if you build around things that you love doing, So And if you love doing what you do, you don't really look at outcome as such, So, yeah. So I don't think it's really the right reason, So
It's fair enough. So if you were, for some reason, you says, okay, you know what, I'm walking away because I want to do something else in life, right? Tomorrow, because it's a second chapter. Are you going to be a chef? Are you going to be a monk? Are you going to be a trainer? Are you going to be a singer? I mean, what would you do?
No, I think if I had to choose a business, it would be something around stock markets, because you need to build around your core competency. Another way to improve the odds of getting lucky in life, because what you've done through your life is you build a business around it and you improve the odds of getting lucky. So, but if today, if I were to retire, I don't know. I don't think I'll be a chef for sure, So I'll probably be, I get excited with health significantly, so I'll probably do something around that, So yeah.
Seema, in your case, if you had to do something like tomorrow? I know you're restless. We started the conversation with you saying that I'm looking for doing something, and
No, I mean, see, we are doing a lot of things. But I just feel it's not enough. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and retirement, I don't know, like, what is a retirement? I'm sorry to say I'm in one of those privileged, positions where I'm living my life the way I want to. So, I mean, retirement is just that, right?
Has Nithin Kamath ever lost his cool? Like, has he ever been mad at anything, like screaming, shouting? And we'll keep it just within the confines of this room.
No, not really. I've never seen him really lose it.
So a bad day at work. What's a bad day at work like?
I think.
How do you tell somebody off? If you are unhappy with someone, how do you tell him off?
I don't think he can even tell anyone off.
Yeah, the problem is I can't be angry as
but then
in,
I think more than anger and shouting, the scary part is he will cut you off. No, that's the worst part, because he has he can tolerate a lot. But the day he hits that thing with someone, it's done for.
Oh, he'll make you invisible. You're gone.
Absolutely. So I think, he won't shout, he won't get angry, he won't lose his cool, but once you're out of...
My mother used to do this with me, right? If she gets angry, I don't see you. I'm saying, chasing her around, saying sorry, but I don't see you. That's a superpower, actually.
No, but with him, it's like, you're done. Done.
Amazing. So, Nithin Kamath at 50, whenever that is, what's that physical goal? Because we all have goals, right? I mean, like pull-up, push-ups, whatever, sprinting. It's like, okay, I want to be this active to be able to do this. What's that one uncomfortable goal that you want to set for yourself?
The problem.
And I'll be there by the watching.
No, my knees are kind of are worn out. Because of all the basketball I used to play on this concrete ground, and basically my knees are really weak. If my knees were all right, I mean.
No.
Yeah.
No if. No. You please put yourself in an uncomfortable position.
Yeah.
And tell me.
No.
And it's for you, by the way. So Seema is not it's for him, right? Because he said, why do this? No, only for you.
I don't think I've given myself those physical goals. Essentially ensure I'm lifting weights, I'm swimming, I'm running. But the thing is with running is that I can't put a goal saying I want to trek like 20-30 kilometers a day, because I don't know if if the knees remain this way, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. But in terms of workout and all, I want to be benching like 120, 130 kilos and
How much are you doing now?
I'm doing 70 kilos.
Nice.
So, and yeah.
Seema at 50?
I just want to be healthy, strong. Yeah. Able to lift my son, maybe.
How old will he be then? I mean,
No, maybe 14,
yeah.
15. Yeah.
Right. No, great. So guys, thank you so much for doing this with us. It takes a different mindset to come out and push themselves physically, by the way, doing a workout and to be seen by everybody. But you did it because I think of the amazing people you are, and thank you for coming and talking to us. And this is the Zerodha office, by the way. This is the Zerodha office, and yes, Hilton is helping us with some of the sponsorship. So thank you for doing this. We had a lot of fun. One last thing that I would like both of you to do is just look in the camera and just say like, comment and share the pressure room.
Like,
Comment, and
share
share the pressure room.